Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Savitri, once again here to describe the unit in BSBLDR511, Develop and Use Emotional Intelligence Session 2. And the topic is Recognize and Address the Emotional Strength and Weaknesses of Others. I'm here on behalf of E-Training Private Limited, and I hope you'll get some value out of this presentation. Okay, so at the end of this presentation, you should know how to respond to the emotional states of co-workers and access emotional cues, identify the range of cultural expressions of emotions and respond appropriately, demonstrate flexibility and adaptability in dealing with others, take into account the emotions of others when making decisions. Okay, so talking about the emotional cues are verbal or non-verbal. Okay, what are the verbal? Has the advantage of being more explicit. So I mean, you will see then non-verbal. So you hear the voice, okay, people talking, and it has the advantage, and can be enhanced through active listening as well. If you're listening properly, you can understand what exactly what are the cues, the emotional cues you are actually going through. And non-verbal, less. Yes, I will say it is non-verbal. It's sometimes people have some trouble understanding the non-verbal communication, which includes the body movement, posture, eye contact, paralanguage, project mix, and the facial expression. And the last one is the physiological changes. So yeah, these are the non-verbal topic. The way that we will see. So I would like to talk a little bit about what is the advantage of EQ. Okay, so we're talking about everything about the emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence helps you to close the gap between intent, that what you want to do, and the action, what you actually do. For example, you may want to be a considerate leader, manager, high EQ. I mean, the EQ, or nowadays we say EI, which is emotional intelligence, helps you to overcome the frustration and time scarcity of the leading and managing, so that you can pause and take the time to act considerably towards others. While low EI, which is emotional intelligence, allows you to become caught up in the daily rush and pressures and speak curtly to people out of the frustration. Means this is the importance. I mean, it helps you. That is why we need to, first thing, you need to find out the access of those emotional cues, verbal or non-verbal. See the people face. Okay, how is their eyebrows? Are their eye contact is really straight? Are they talking the truth? Okay, and then I would say 90% of the emotions or the communication is done through non-verbal communication. You can see the body can show whether they are angry, whether they are happy. The 10% of the verbal communication will explicit to help what exactly the emotions are there. Communication styles, it can be some common communication style personality inventories includes Myers-Briggs, Geek 5 personalities types, and then DISC. Okay, these are the style that people use it. Okay, so three types, measure three types. Okay, the personalities. Okay, you can see these are the people's the big 5 personalities types. So what does it mean? So talking about the big 5s, you can see communication pitfalls. The number one is, what is here we go. So you are giving someone is talking. Okay, someone is talking and you're giving the message to someone, and someone is decoding and listening. So messenger is here and the receiver is there, and in between look at the process, how it reaches in there. So there are certain things, like the mishearing, there's rejecting, and distorting, and sometimes the misunderstanding. And I don't know what the receiver will receive at the end of the day. It depends upon the mood, depends upon the personality, and on bringing and the values. So many types of communication. Actually, people tell one thing, and when they listen, it's like completely different meaning. So the reason why is they don't properly hear, don't even listen, and sometimes they are very angry that something else is going on in their mind. They don't even listen properly, and they don't even. Sometimes they don't. They completely reject the message they are sending through. Okay, which is this is how you can see if the person is angry, that person is not ready to listen what the next person is trying to say, isn't it? Same thing. So imagine that you are actually very angry and someone else is telling you, okay, on top of your mood or whatever is your upsetting, whatever the trigger is happening, someone is telling you, okay, do this and do that, or you are not good, or you haven't done this properly, and you should be finishing this project on time, or you haven't finished a project on time. In that case, how would you feel? Yeah, those are the pitfalls. Okay, so identify use culture expression of emotions. Very important topic for me. 6 basic or primary emotions felt by all cultures, which is anger, fear, surprise, sadness, disgust, and happiness. These are the 6 basic and primary emotions that people feel it. And the other one I can say is a facial expressions such as smiling are universal. Those expressions are the I would say the beginning of the expression. Whether even you are upset, you have something else going in your mind. Everyone has something in their mind, something in their life. There is nothing perfect in the world. No work, no job is perfect in the world. Okay, but you should keep that smile always in your face. So that's why this is the universal. Okay. The cultural feelings versus display rules. So we are mostly talking about the culture. Some of the cultures, look, they are not that. It's the value that bringing throughout the family or the work culture, feeling rules and display rules. Feeling different rules how emotions are, which are categorized as words and concepts. Example, Tahitians have no words for sad. I mean, there is no word for sad. Okay, and you can see there is something is prioritized, legitimized, or made taboo. Those are some kind of different rules for the emotions as well. And related to cause, which events cause what emotions. I mean, which events cause what emotions. So events depends upon the different types of it's related. Okay, emotions are related to the cause as well. If it's a happy events, the events their emotions are happy. If they're sad, that's actually the culture. Yes, of course, if someone has died in the family and you are going to the funeral, would you like to smile and become happy? No, I mean, that's the cultural thing. Someone has gone, someone has lost, some family has lost their family member, so you should keep that emotions within those situations as well, according to the event. If there is a festival going on, and then you gone to the festival for the celebration, but you are very sad, that is not really related as well. Okay. So display rules for how emotions can be displayed when felt. Okay, so do you kiss and hug to express happiness? Of course. Must you hide your emotions when angry? Yeah, it is better to hide your anger, but mm, it is detrimental to health. Okay. So are you expected to show overwhelming grief at the funeral? I mean, look, this is also expected. Yes, as I was giving an example of funeral, everyone is sad, and everyone is overwhelmed. Like, even I go to the funeral, if someone is crying, look, I can't stop my emotions. It automatically comes. Okay. This is how you display the rules according to our cultural values and cultural beliefs and cultural um, background, I say. So demonstrate flexibility. You should demonstrate adaptivity with respect to responding to personality types, communication style, and people's basic or complex needs. So it means that who you are talking to, that is also matters. Okay, what kind of communication will you be talking? It would be which kind of body expression, gesture, and then facial expression you should expose to that person while communicating also difference, and the people's basic or complex needs. So means that whether what kind of needs would you need, that the demonstration should be adaptability as well. Make emotionally intelligent decisions. So what does it mean? So definitely there is certain processes to make some intelligent decisions. The process could be gather the people and facts required to make a decision, gather emotional information, blend and transfer technical facts and emotional information, and communicate the decision. So when you decide something, make sure that you are not attached with emotionally. You should detach your emotions. Detach your emotions when you're deciding something for your company. Okay, for example, you are deciding that there is an employee who is been underperforming, and you had given the training and support, and even after giving up 3 months or 6 months or 1 year of training, that individual or the employee hasn't improved his or her performances. So you might need to give some warning letters, and even after the warning letter, the situation is exactly the same. So even though that person is you like that person very much, he's very likable to you, he treats you well, but his performance is always under and KPI has never been achieved. So you should be able to take the decision to fire that person. Okay, so you should be doing that, and you get some help from your team members as well. So your emotions, facts, and others' emotions. So always there should be the facts, including your emotions and others' emotions. Okay, and that will include the decision. That will help how to make a decision in terms of the emotional. Okay, that's the end of the slide, but I would like to give you some little bit of extra explanation. Okay, talking about decision. Okay, we are talking about the decision. So decide what to cover. I mean, look, bearing in mind your audiences, your goal, and your main message. Take a piece of paper and brainstorm the points you could make and supporting evidence you could use. So jot down your ideas as they occur to you, and there is no need to write in full sentences. I mean, just giving an example how you decide something. Okay, so should know that the ideas. Okay, and the ideally you should also know that what should the audience know about your topic. So if you're talking about, you're giving some so this I'm also actually talking about some kind of when you have to tell something, it's like a personal skill. Taking decision is also the personal skill. Okay, are you going to mix your emotions with your decision? So never do that. Okay, so maybe we'll discuss more about in next presentation. So I will leave in here, and I will say thank you so much for listening to me, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.